Hey guys, Stuart Charles here, HomeStudioBasics.com, where we bring you the truth about all things audio. So today we're going to talk about the Superlux HD330, which was sent to me by a fellow YouTuber, commenter, subscriber, Corey. So shout out to Corey, thanks a lot for sending me these, man. I've been listening to these for about 3 weeks straight. I feel like I have a pretty good idea of how they sound now. Right off the bat, these in the HD25, they don't have the same signature, but this headphone reminds me a lot of that one, and as far as like energy and stuff like that, detail retrieval, bass slam, things of that nature. But of course, this headphone and that one are very different. That one is a closed back on ear, while this one is a semi-open around ear. So big differences, but at the same time, the vibe is pretty similar. So what I noticed across most tracks and most genres over the about a month period was the slightly metallic treble around 6 or 7K. It's just a bit fuzzy. Otherwise, perfect sound. I mean, when you first put these on, the bass is going to really jump out at you in a good way. Lots of bass impact and slam. Just put a huge smile on my face from the get-go. The more I listened, the more I did get that feeling in the treble. It's kind of, it holds it back. Like, this would be a perfect headphone if not for that area. I'd probably go Metal 571 here and kind of EQ it down a little bit. That's really the only issue. There's also another peak around 2 or 3K, but I don't have a problem with that at all because I really think it brings the headphone a lot of energy. Good energy. Similar peak to a Grado, maybe not quite as pronounced. But otherwise, the mid-range, the lower mids are a little bit recessed. But that presence peak at 2K is pretty much perfect and does render instruments and vocals with a lot of clarity, a lot of detail. When I put them on, I didn't even realize, I knew they were open back, but as soon as the bass hit, I was just shocked at how good it sounded, being that these are semi-open. A ton of slam and pretty good clarity. I mean, it takes a dip around 80 hertz and then rises back up around 100, so very similar to like a DT770 or an M50, but I have no issues with the bass. In fact, I really love the bass. If you're a bass head, you'll probably really enjoy these. It's a V-shaped signature, but it's not over the top V-shaped. It's kind of like not as intense as a V-Moda M100 and not really even as intense as a 770, which makes these, I think, a little bit better. You can enjoy these for more than just bass and hip-hop. I found that they did really well with jazz. The soundstage here has a lot of nice width, and I was really surprised to find details emerging a lot wider than I was anticipating. I didn't really listen to a lot of ambient or classical with these. With jazz, I mean, really surprised on how good it handled jazz. Will also do well with really crunchy guitars. Today I did another test run just to kind of reinforce what I was thinking and make sure that, you know, my impressions were still about the same. Listen to Chon, Pliny, some Animals as Leers, and Rage Against the Machine, Fistful of Steel. These do incredibly well for that type of crunchier sound. But again, the 6-7K peak is just, it's a little bit too much. You're going to notice this. It sounds a little bit artificial. I hate to say it, but I mean, you can always EQ it down. But yeah, it was a running theme in my time with these. Really, that's my only gripe with the HD330. Love the headphone. Love the sound otherwise. Build quality, amazing. This is pretty much a knockoff of a Beyerdynamic. It's got the same exact, I don't even know what you call those. Holds the ear cup in the headband. Same exact shape. The grill is, I don't even know what the grill is made out of, but it's semi-open. Like I said, the headband padding is really good. It's button up like a Beyerdynamic, so pretty much borrows from all of Beyerdynamic's open backs. Ear pads are velour, but Corey told me that he modded these, so I don't know what the original padding is on the HD330, but I think these are perfect pads for it. I mean, they come off pretty easily too. So easily moddable for you mod heads out there. They do not rotate, they don't fold up, and the ear cups, you can see, it's about all they do. They don't go out or in, well, a little bit. Cable is not detachable, I don't believe. It's coiled, terminates in a 3.5 millimeter jack. He didn't send me a 1/4 inch adapter, but I had a snap-on. I have a snap-on, so that's good. Comfort is amazing as well. Definitely a plus. I didn't have to take these off one time in the entire month. I mean, I left them on my head even when I wasn't listening to music, so you can get a real good sense of how comfortable they're going to be. If you plan on listening to music for a long time without taking a break, these are the perfect headphones. Didn't really even have to adjust them on my head. Sometimes when they're on my head, when other headphones are on my head, I'll have to kind of move them around a little bit to make a slight adjustment. I found myself doing that here, maybe very little. Back to amplification, they are 150 ohm and 96 decibel sensitivity, so not very efficient. I would plug these into an amp of some sort. You could probably get away with an E10K or a Q5 from FiO. I have them plugged into the Black Label on Eco. They don't really need like too much juice, I would say, but of course the Black Label is super powerful. It has 3 different power settings, more powerful than explosive diarrhea. That's all I had to say about that. Final grade A-, definitely a excellent headphone. Not perfect. You're gonna really notice that 6-7K spike, but other than that, I really like these a lot. Hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my growing channel. Let me know how I can improve. And with that,
Check 1 2.
I hope you enjoyed this review too. It was brought to you by Stu, who, me, the lyrical G. Empirical dreams slide through like dream. PC gaming, letting off steam. Got bars for days like a prison inmate. A misdemeanor's fate, no debate when I wake up. Okay, start my day with a cup and I pray I don't faint. I'm a saint of the Most High God. Of the Most High God.